There. I think you guys can probably hear me now. Let me know if you still can't. So I was connected to my car's Bluetooth. That's why it probably wasn't picking up anything that entire time. So now that you guys can probably hear me, we're here at NS Oakwood Yard. Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know, Colton. So yeah, let me go over pretty much everything I just said. Sorry about that, guys. So we're here at Oakwood Yard, just watching some of the switching action that's going on right now. We just had the one job pull in. They had a bunch of box cars, a bunch of old rolling stock, Conrail, Grand Trunk, all that good stuff. We got 3 switch jobs running right now here in Oakwood. Sorry, I know the camera's a little shaky. We got NS 1629 running one of them, NS 1628, and then NS 1626, just still in the thoroughbred scheme. What's up, Jacob, WLE rail fan? Yes, this is peak. This is quite relaxing, I would say. Sometimes just coming out here watching the switching action here. And then tucked way back there is I think NS 121. Just came through Delray about 20-30 minutes ago. So I was in Delray today for a good while. I just happened to run into Damon, GCI Productions, Ryan, Southern Michigan Rail Fan, and Joseph Train on the Track. Was coming back from work in Detroit, and I was like, you know what? It's National Train Day. Let's stop in Delray and see if there's anything going. And sure enough, there was. So we've seen, as I was pulling up, there was CPKC 730 with BNSF H2 liter. What else did I see? After that, we saw. I forget what we saw after that. We saw a bunch of trains today. I haven't seen Delray as busy as it was in a long time. I want to say there was at least 5 or 6 trains in an hour there today. So we've seen CPKC 730. We've seen CN, I'm going a little out of order here. We've seen CN A484. We've seen NS 253. We saw CSX I-132. CN L508 with IC 1016 and CN repaint, but still cool to see that we've been getting sent all these IC SU70s as of late, past few months. Seen the NS121, which, like I said, I think is sitting back there. And he might pull up. He might not though, because I think he has to switch off just to get an NS crew on the train, and then they'll start working, and then they'll go west down the Wabash later on tonight, probably at least a couple hours from now. So he might pull up, but we'll see. And yeah, that's been the day so far. I also went to Wyandotte for a little bit before I went to work today. I seen CN E251 had a IC-9 liter today. I also seen saw something else. I know I did. I know I saw at least one more train today in Wyandotte. But yeah, it's been a good National Train Day so far. Probably only going to be on live here for just a few more minutes, see if maybe I can get something else to pull up here. The only train you saw was L507. Well, that's all right. Sometimes you'll have days like that where you only see one train or maybe even none. But then other days you'll have a day like I've had today so far, and you'll see like up to 10 trains in just like a few hours. I almost went to Millbury today. I was contemplating going to Millbury for a little bit, but decided to stay local, stay to my my home stomping grounds, which I'm honestly not even here that much, but it is still it's a good spot because, like I said, you get to just sit here, you get to watch the switching action, you get to watch the road trains come in and work, and they'll go back and forth here. You also, early in the morning, you'll see CN L572 come off the arch line over there at Oakwood Junction, and they'll pull up with a bunch of interchange traffic for NS, and then they go back south later on. Yeah, I know, by the way, I'm not standing. This is a new piece of some new rails here. So no, I am not just blatantly trespassing. If I was up there, then I'd be blatantly trespassing. Well, hello. That's a nice horn. I wonder if that's coming on the. Oh no, I see their silhouettes. So this is something. We got something coming here. That was a really nice horn. Let's see what we got coming here. I wonder if this is coming off the CN or the arch line. But yeah, it's been a good been a good National Train Day so far. I definitely want to while we wait for this train to come up. Actually, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you hear this. I don't know if you can hear that, but some train ASMR. I want the flat rock to have some old R symbol. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with just good old L573. You never know, one day that might go away out of nowhere. If it's no longer needed, then we'll have nothing on the flat rock. Got diamond sounds. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but one of the switch jobs changing directions over here, or they're stopped and they're going to start moving again. While we wait for this to pull up, how's everyone's day been so far? How's everyone's National Train Day been here on this nice Saturday? We had a little bit of rain earlier. Actually, not a little bit. We had a lot of rain earlier. Pretty uh nice pop up thunderstorm. Um, I had to drive through it, and that wasn't fun. I had to drive on 96 in Detroit of all places in that storm, so that was great. Let's see. Let's see if we can get at least one more of these to pull up, or if we can get something, whatever this is over here, to pull up, get a good shot of it, and then I'll probably gotta hop off. You're going out tomorrow, Colton. That's cool. I don't think I will be. Who knows? Maybe later on. Maybe like in the evening. Here we go. We got this guy over here. He's coming, pulling up a little bit. Some autoracks. Let's see if we can get this guy to pull all the way up. That'd be great if he does. Yep, tomorrow is Mother's Day. Make sure you get something for your mom. See, if you look really closely here, we got all three switch jobs in frame now. Once again, we got NS 1629, 1628, and 1626 all running right now. And 1626 still in the thoroughbred scheme as well. And then we got whatever this is over here. Probably has to wait for one of these to even guarantee you at least one of these is on one of the mains right now. Imagine the CPKC holiday train. Yeah, come probably November. We'll be back out here. Well, I won't be here because here it's kind of it's like pretty packed here for the holiday train. I might go out to Milan again. Was pretty happy with how my shot came out there, and I wasn't right at a crossing either. I was like a good I'd say at least 400 feet away. And I'm pretty happy with how my shot turned out there. I kind of wanted to chase it. Like I kind of wanted to maybe get him in Delray, even though Delray is a bit of a Delray can be a little crazy too for the holiday train. But I don't think it's as bad as it is here. Like it is absolutely packed here. Um, so yeah, in Milan, I was also coming from work too, so I didn't really have a choice. If I remember leaving where I was that day, and I remember seeing, I was like, oh wow, they're already in Delray. Uh, their their holiday train was like running way ahead of schedule this past year. Normally they're at least 30 minutes behind, or sometimes more like 45 minutes or up to an hour. Um, but they were actually decently ahead this time around. Um, I left work. I was like, wow, they're already in Delray. I'm gonna have to go. I was in Plymouth, so I was thinking like, can I beat them to Romulus? No, probably not. So my only resort was Milan. It's like if I go down 14 west to all the way to 23, and then shoot down 23 to Milan, and I made it. I made it there with a decent amount of time to spare as well. I'd say I got there with about maybe 15 minutes till they got there. They also did get they had to stop for CSX and Romulus. But yeah, who knows what I'll do this year. But I really did like how my shot turned out in Milan. They're also where I was, it wasn't even really that crowded either. There was maybe like I'd say maybe 5 cars on the street I was on. At the Diamond, it was crazy. The Diamond, it was pretty packed. It was cars, people everywhere at the Diamond. But I went a little west of the Diamond. I went a few crossings west to where it was kind of like in the more like farmland area, and it was only maybe like 5 cars on that street. But then once again, I wasn't even at the crossing though. I was a good 400 feet away. But yeah, it is quite the spectacle though when it comes out. And there was a bunch of actually there's a bunch of people that were in Indiana that were actually angry about how ahead of schedule it was. So normally through Indiana, certain parts of Indiana, holiday train's not going through till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So people will either stay up late for it, or they'll wake up early, like they'll go to bed early and then wake up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to go see it. But this year, I want to say it. I want to say it entered Indiana at like maybe like midnight, and there was a bunch of people that were angry about how early it was, and they missed it because of how it was like maybe. I think by the time I got to Indiana, it was like an hour and a half ahead of schedule, which you can't with a railroad. With the railroad, you can't really. It's hard to. It's hard to tie a train to an exact schedule with you know them having to stop for other rail traffic. Like they had to stop for them and stop for CSX and Romulus, and then 2 years ago, CPKC 231 stalled out in front of them, and that put them about hour and a half behind. Yeah, I just remember normally they are at least like 30 minutes behind the quote schedule that's posted online. Um, and then a bunch of people get angry when it's late. And then we found out this past year that people get angry when it's early too. But it's the railroad. Go get them, brothers. But yeah, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get any of these to pull up here. Kind of looks like they've all three of these jobs here have pulled up and went back in. So maybe that was all the headroom they needed. L573 is the best train. Yeah, it's up there. It is certainly up there, especially when they have a Grand Trunk leader. Would be awesome though if one of these Death Stars that have been running around lately got put onto it. But as crazy as it sounds, the Death Stars are being used for road service and not locals. There was one time though, right before L575 was abolished, that a Death Star got put on it, and it was on it one time, one trip. I forget what number it was. Maybe it was 1010. But yeah, right before L575 was abolished, it had a Death Star one time. So, well, it's looking like we're not getting anything to pull up here. Everything's working now. Though it does kind of look like maybe 121 that's sitting in there. maybe that's not 121. See, that jab's going further in. Yeah. I think we're gonna cut the live here. Wish I had started it maybe like if I had started this maybe like 10 minutes earlier. There was two of the jobs were sitting up here, and then the third one was sitting down there, going back and forth a little bit. But that was probably all the headroom that they needed for what they're working on right now. Probably either shuffling cars around or maybe they're building 189 or 181. But no, I did not see the Death Star that day. I seen it on the Allen Road or somebody sent me a screenshot of the Allen Road camera, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, L575 has IC, whatever it was." And I don't remember what I was doing that day, but obviously I wasn't able to go get it. If I was home, I certainly would have went to go get it. But hey, look at this. Got a fire going on over here. Perfect weather for a bonfire too. All right, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop the live here. Oh well, here we'll end with this. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Those of you all that tuned in, you hear a train. That's good. Good. Go see it. All right. Thank you all for tuning in, for chatting with me. I know I normally don't do this very often. Maybe I'll do it more. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I am kind of busy at work right now, but yeah, thank you all for tuning in today.